it's almost the end of this amazing AI for Health number 6. So happy to see so many people at 5 p.m. So thank you very much to be with us. And now we welcome Antoine Tesnie, the Executive Director of PariSante Campus. Very happy to welcome you, Antoine.
Thank you. Very happy to be here, and thanks for the invitation, Damien.
So you launched PariSante Campus 2 years ago. How do you see the French ecosystem evolve since the launching?
Well, I see it on a very strong dynamic. I think this is something also you see through the different editions of AI for Health, but we will probably discuss this later. But since the launch of PariSante Campus, so 2 years ago, we had the chance to gather a whole ecosystem that was previously dispersed in different places on one site. People who are happy to get together, to meet, to work together, to create projects together. And I feel the same dynamic through France in general. This is definitely facilitated by the number of public investments. Really, this is something we should emphasize. There hasn't been such a level of public investment in France for a long number of years. And so the plan France Innovation Santé, which is part of France 2030, is dedicated a number of billion euros to facilitate foster and activate fundamental research and its transfer to innovation and to practical products for patients. And of course, as part of this Plan France Innovation Santé 2030, 3 major axes have been delineated. Infectious disease, of course, logical after the COVID crisis. Digital health, which is really a chance for us, as well as bioproduction. So this also creates a strong tendency for French ecosystem to rise. I should also mention that, and you all witness this in your daily life, that the digital health in general is on a strong dynamic as well. Of course, heavily supported by the recent evolution of AI and Gen AI. This is interesting to understand because when you look at the economical background, it's not as happy as 2022, I would say. It's not that bad because we're getting back to the levels before COVID, meaning that we, given the circumstances, managed to keep the track at some point. And we hope, of course, things will improve in the coming month. But yet, this also helps the strong dynamic that I see to go on in the last couple of months.
Well, during the first edition of AI for Health 6 years ago, we had like maybe 9 or 10 startups and use cases in AI for health. So it was very few, it was the beginning. Today, clearly, we are between 100 to 200 use cases and startups here during this 6th edition. So it's a huge accomplishment. What do you think about that?
Well, I definitely think it supports what we just discussed, the strong acceleration of digital health and especially AI. I think it's a very good sign. And of course, it's been crazy in the last month and weeks and days, the actuality on the AI, of course. But we are able to delineate a number of strong use cases. We're able to validate a number of hypotheses, clinical papers showing the impact that AI can have in healthcare, and also understanding outside healthcare how AI is transforming the way we see a number of process things and reasoning. I think it's particularly interesting to understand that there was a number of research programs and validation, especially on the use of AI for images analysis, which is so far one of the really strong case that we have in radiology, pathology, picture analysis, and also video and surgery analysis. The emergence of generative AI that has surprised the general public, it's not such a surprise for the people who have been working in AI, although the very fast expansion of LLM is also providing a number of very fast use cases in places, I would say, where we didn't envision such a development at that pace. So I'm personally really happy to see a number of AI projects, AI company emerging, and I think that the recent news that we have seen in the last couple of days and months are really setting the stage for a very strong development of AI in healthcare.
Yeah, I would like to speak about the news, the recent news. OpenAI, of course, the big investment of 300 million from Xavier Niel also. Maybe you can come back on this news and what are the opportunities you see for the French AI ecosystem and for the French AI for Health ecosystem?
I see a number of great opportunities. Again, we need to look at the benefits of AI that we're looking at in healthcare. Gain of time, gain of productivity, of course, transformation of process and of skills and of works, but also the ability for the patient to be really much more involved and pilot of not only his care process, but also a number of healthcare prevention aspects. So these are the main goals that we're targeting with AI, and of course a number of improvements allowing us to really engage in the 5P medicine, precision, personalization, prediction, prevention, etc. And so these are the opportunities that we face with AI today in healthcare. It's really important to understand that to develop relevant AI initiatives, we need data, we need algorithm, we need skills, and we also need calculation power. And public actors as well as private actors have understood this, and the ambition of France to promote not only technology but also research and also sovereignty in AI at a level of France and Europe is really high. And so you see this in the investment I mentioned in the Plan Innovation Santé 2030, but you also see this in the initiative that was announced Friday here at Station F by Xavier Niel, Rodolphe Sade, and Eric Schmidt. And I really want to not only acknowledge that, but to emphasize this initiative, as it really sets the stage for really strong AI development in France. We knew that we had very good training, very good data scientists, very good mathematicians in France. We knew that there were not so many, and one of the challenges was to keep them in France or to have them coming back to France when they went abroad. And this type of initiative, QTI, is definitely something that can help in this goal, and also complementing the public actions to promote the development of AI at every level. So we know that we can count on skills. We're definitely involved in gathering more and more healthcare data. We have a number of data in France through the National Healthcare Data System, the SNDS, but we need to tackle the way we can access them and time needed to access them. We also have supercalculation powers. So we have a number of supercomputer with Jean Zé. Xavier Niel and Rodolphe Sade have also announced with the NVIDIA CEO the ability to work on NUBA 23, one of the largest supercalculator in the world. And we also have very good people at designing algorithms. So I see a number of strengths aligned and very important opportunities for the French ecosystem to really nurture AI initiatives, AI products, and AI development.
So we can be enthusiastic. Well, maybe a word to conclude about the next steps for PariSante Campus and the next events and next projects.
Absolutely. Well, so one thing that's important, I think I mentioned it earlier, but it's to understand that every action we will take on AI must be at the service of the transformation we want to lead. And this is really something we try to disseminate in our ecosystem. Try and think of what are the changes you want to lead and how digital tools, how data, how AI, how algorithm can help you to achieve this. So definitely looking at our healthcare system today, we need to understand what we want to improve, what we want to transform, and understand how digital aspect will help to do that. We have a number of next steps. We'll be very happy to have a celebration soon, December 14th. It's going to be the second anniversary of PariSante Campus. And of course, as any anniversary, it's much happier when we are numerous to celebrate it. So you're all invited to join. And the ecosystem is still growing, not only growing only in terms of people in the ecosystem, but also on content. And so we see a number of new projects, of new products also arriving on different markets. And we're very happy to see that within our ecosystem. And for next year, we'll be also very happy to host another edition of Campus Live, our annual ecosystem initiative that will be on June 11th, but we'll get the chance also to promote this and let you know on the exact dates, times, and content of this event.
Amazing. Thank you very much, Antoine.
Thank you, Damien. Thank you all for listening.